with you. So I'll just start the session now. So we are study.reallearning.in. What we're trying to make sure is that schools and institutes have a great platform to conduct their online assessments. You will see how in a very flexible and comprehensive manner this happens on our platform. I will also show you how we're trying to make sure that offline assessments are getting integrated seamlessly on our online platform so that there is a balance between offline as well as online learning, and that gap is actually bridged by real learning. So that is what our platform is trying to do. We are a one-stop solution for online assessments of all kinds. I will show you not just how test, exam or quiz formats are conducted, but also how subjective exams, long format answers, how those are conducted. I will also be showing you that. This demo particularly, it will cover some 4 parts. So how comprehensive test and exam formats are conducted. Just give me a second. Right, I think there is a bit of noise on my end, so I'm just fixing that. Please give me a second. Right. Okay. So I hope my voice is now much clearer and that background noise is not there. So again, I will repeat myself. What I was trying to say was that this particular demo will cover 4 parts. We will be looking at how teachers can conduct exams and tests and quizzes, but also how they can conduct group projects and presentations, discussion board formats of tests, how they can be conducting all of that in a very seamless manner. Even holiday homework and regular homework formats teachers can conduct through our platform. So all of that I will be showing you. The first thing that we are starting with is how our platform is the most holistic application for conducting homework, tests and exams online. So we will be having a look at that. I think now is when I can move on to our platform and show you what I mean to say by the comprehensiveness as well as the holistic approach that our platform has. So I will just move on. So this is our platform. Our URL is study.reallearning.in. I will show you first by logging into a teacher's dashboard so you can actually see how does a teacher create a test. So I'll just log in. So what you're seeing in front of you right now is a teacher's dashboard for both teachers and students. The dashboard is a very simple and easy way to take care of all their assignments and also all their updates that are coming in, say if they are class related or they are exam related. Sari cheezein students and teachers will be able to see in a very comprehensive manner on their dashboards. Both teachers and students have their own accounts that they go through. So you're seeing a teacher's dashboard in front of you. You know, in a general scenario also a teacher will be teaching more than one class. She will have 5 different subjects, 5 different sections, and maybe she's teaching different subjects also. So all of the courses that a teacher teaches in different classes and sections are very organized and very seamlessly put on her dashboard. If you can see, they are written down in this courses tab. Under courses, all the subjects as well as class combinations are written down for the teacher so that she can just click on it and simply enter that classroom. From here, she'll be able to do a few things that I will show you. So I will just zoom out. Let's enter this class. I only have one class listed down here, but through this, I will be showing you everything that a teacher can do from her real learning dashboard. The first thing we will definitely see is how a teacher creates a test. What are the categories of questions that a teacher can use? And also what all resources can she use when she's creating her questions? But before that, I'd also like to point out that on a teacher's dashboard, there are various other things that teachers can do. For example, the first thing that you see is a bulletin. This is a forum format for teachers and students to interact with one another. This is also where teachers can conduct video conferences and online class with students, so they can do it from here. We have another tab on this dashboard, which is the documents tab. Here teachers get to share course material and important documents with students so that they manage the content also for their classes. So let's move on to the assignments tab. We'll just dive into this first. Let's create a test and we will see what teachers will be able to do from here. So when teachers come to their assignments dashboard, so for this class, for example, if I am here, I can see a very organized list of all my assignments. The ones that I have created in the past, the ones that I'm in the middle of creating, and also the ones for which students have started submitting their answers, as well as I've started giving them marks. So in a regular term, when a teacher is managing a lot of classes, it becomes very difficult for her to keep a track of all of these things. So this is where the assignments dashboard and its intuitiveness comes into play. You can see all her assignments are listed down here. Each status tells the teacher something important. So for example, if you're in the middle of creating something, as in students के पास अभी ये publish नहीं हुआ है, students cannot start attempting this test, then that status will seem as unpublished for the students, for the teacher. If she has started grading something, suppose she has 10 or 20 students in her class, and half of the students have sent in their submissions, or even all of them have sent in their submissions, and the teacher has started giving marks to the students, then she can see a proper analysis of how many students she has checked, how many is she yet to check. All of those things she can get to know from here. If you look at this status which says needs grading, this means that the submission deadline has passed, and this is a reminder for the teacher to start giving marks to students. Open would simply mean that students are still submitting it and it's still in the phase of admitting submissions from students. If we'll move to the right of the screen, there are some important date related information for the teachers. What this simply means is that a teacher can keep a track of, okay, when did I publish it to students, when did students start attempting this. This is also something that teachers only decide, and there's of course a submission deadline. There is a category for each of the assignment that tells teachers, okay, was this a holiday homework, was this a project, was this an exam that I gave to students. Likewise, they can prioritize their assessment also. एक कॉलम है, बाकी जो कॉलम आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे उस टीचर्स को फुल मार्क्स एंड टोटल मार्क्स की इंफॉर्मेशन बताता है, as well as a submission tracker is there here. If you can see, that tells teachers how many students have submitted, how many are in the progress of submitting, how many haven't even opened up their assignments. All these things teachers will get to see from here. So I will just zoom out and we'll create a test so we can see what all teachers actually do in order to create a test. So I'll click on this add button here. 3 categories will open up for the teacher when they want to create a new assignment. So these 3 categories are again something that is helpful for teachers. आपके सामने 3 categories हैं यहाँ पे. First thing is the assignment, second is the test quiz, and third is the import option here. What these actually differ in are simply the formats that they let students attempt an exam with. The assignment, for example, would be a format through which teachers can give homeworks or group projects or discussion boards to students. The test and quiz that you're seeing is just a regular question answer format of exam that teachers can give, but in a much more advanced manner. We will see this. And the third option that you're seeing is the import button here. What this import button lets teachers do is it lets them duplicate a previously created assignment. So even if मैंने पिछले term में some past term that I took, I gave an homework, I gave a test, and I want to copy it and give it to a new set of students, I can do it very easily through this import button here. So teachers have that ability to efficiently manage their time and also efficiently manage various classes at the same time. They can do it from here. So I'll just click on test and quiz and we'll see what happens when the teacher is creating a test. The only mandatory thing needed is the title of a test. So I will just name it anything, any sample title I have given to it. The other things that you're seeing here are not mandatory things for the teacher to select. Then only she will be able to create a test. No, these are things that are only optional for the teachers. Agar teachers चाहते हैं कुछ important instructions लिखना for the students, then they can put it here. If they have decided when they want it to be published, the assignment, then they can go ahead and write the time and date here. They also have, if they are sure about how many questions are there going to be in her test, then they can go ahead and put it here. But these are not mandatory. The only thing needed is the title of that test. And that is the only thing teacher needs to put and get towards creating all the questions for their exam. The other thing before we move on to start creating the questions is this visible to option here, and if I click on the drop down, a few things have opened up for me. This option makes it so easy for teachers to make sure whether I want to give an assignment to a whole class or only a group of students. So suppose if I have to give you an example where this can be used is अगर टीचर्स ने कोई टेस्ट दिया है जिसमें बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं एंड शी वांट्स टू कंडक्ट एन इम्प्रूवमेंट और a remedial test, then she can create a group of those students and then only create and assign a test or a quiz to those set of students. Sometimes it might also happen that teachers want to give sets to students. So they can create two different groups of students. Randomly, they can put the students together and they can give different sets of question papers to of the same test to these students that she has segregated into groups. So selectively or to the whole class, teachers can decide what they want to do and how they want to give the tests. So we'll move on to, I'll just click on create and we'll come to the creation, the question creation screen, where you will see how teachers can actually add a question, how they will be able to add marks for a question, and how they will be able to add the text for a question. So we've come here, this was the title that we gave, nothing else we defined, but as I said, teachers can always edit these things. So if I click on add question, my first question for the quiz, the empty box will be added. I can select its category, I can give its marks, its question, and I can go ahead and write its answers as they will be shown to students. Now, I have already created a sample test for you, so we can go ahead and see that sample test. उसमें 5 different तरीके के questions हैं. They differ in their categories and also they differ in content. So I'll take you to that sample test right now. So I'll come to the assignments tab. So this sample test will have 5 questions. I will, first of all, I will show you what are the different categories of questions that teachers can actually use. So we will come to our first question. If you see, there is a question type heading here and there is a drop down. यहाँ से teachers will be able to select whether the question that I am framing for students, क्या ये multiple choice होगा, multiple select, free response, true false या file upload question होगा. So that is what teachers can select from here. ये जो 3 categories है, multiple choice, multiple select और true false की, these 3 are objective categories. Of course, they always have one correct option. Multiple select के case में there will be more than one correct options, but still restricted and limited correct answers. So these 3 categories of questions, the system is able to auto evaluate. Because they have one correct answer, the teacher will define what is the correct answer. The system will take that information and check these categories of answers for the students by itself. So teachers again save a lot of time here. we'll come to the first category of question that I have created. It's a free response question. A free response question is something that takes care of your subjective answers. या तो कोई long answer type question होगा. These things are taken care of by the free response question. We'll come to the question text here. यहाँ पे teacher has written what is the story of Macbeth about. I as a teacher also wanted the students to see a YouTube clip while they are answering. So I have put in a link here. If I wanted to attach an image, a Word document, a PDF, a video, a presentation, even for my question, I could have simply attached it. If I wanted multiple files to be attached, I could have done that as well. The next thing teachers do when they're creating their question is that they write the correct answer. जैसे मैंने बोला, teachers can define the correct answers. इसके दो purposes होते हैं. So suppose when teacher is checking a subjective or a long answer for a student, she needs to have a correct answer or a frame of reference to evaluate that answer. For that purpose, a teacher can define the correct answer for herself. The second purpose of this is when a student gets his marks, उनके grades publish हो गए, उनके reports उन्हें मिल गए हैं, they need to see the answer key for a test that they attempted, ताकि उन्हें पता चले where they went wrong, what the teacher actually wanted from them. So that is where the correct answer comes into play. We'll move on to our second question. This is the file upload question. The file upload question is simply just what it says. It is a question which will only take answers from students in the form of files. So ये किन तरह के questions पे this can come into play is suppose there is a mathematical problem जहाँ पे students को पेपर पे लिख के कुछ सॉल्व करना पड़े या रिक्वायर्स फॉर देम टू पुट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिंबल्स और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड डायग्राम्स जिसमें उनकी हैंड राइटिंग या हैंड रिटन आंसर क्वेश्चन वुड डिमांड. So this kind of question really comes into help there. If teacher is also even asking a Word document or a PDF from them, then two students can upload that from this option here. When students are attempting from their phones, this exam on real learning, when they're attempting from their phones, जैसे ही वो attach file पे click करेंगे on their file upload question, so students का camera अपने आप खुल जाएगा and they will be able to take a picture of it and then upload it from there. I just open up an image I have attached here. As a teacher for this question, I also wanted to attach a handwritten image. So as you can see for the question, also the teacher can put a handwritten image. If there is something that they feel like they might not be able to source an image from Google or they don't have a document, they can simply make a handwritten question and then upload it in their question box. So students will be able to see it. So I'll just zoom out and then cancel this. We'll move on to our other questions. The last three questions that you will see are objective questions and also a Hindi question. So because I really want to also show you how teachers can create tests for vernacular languages, तो हम वो भी देखेंगे. This question is a multiple choice question. यहाँ पे question का text है and then simply teachers have defined the options that students will get to see and what is the correct answer. This kind of question with their ability to attach images या बहुत सारा visual material जो teacher डाल पाएंगे in questions में, this makes it great for giving these tests on the real learning platform to students who belong to really young classes as in first or second standard या really primary students जो शायद बहुत high level assessment से उतना benefit नहीं कर पाए but teachers want to still assess them online and give them assignments of a more easier kind. So this is where teachers can give assignments to really young students where they attach images at every point of their question. So this makes it interactive also. So I'll move on to my next question. This is a true false question. Again, the question text and I have defined which whether the answer should be true or it will be false. The last question we are coming to is again a file upload question and this is a Hindi question. इस क्वेश्चन में मैंने बहुत सिंपली स्टूडेंट्स के लिए इंस्ट्रक्शंस ये भी लिख दिया है that only handwritten answer will be taken in, so students know that they have to write something handwritten. If I kept it flexible कि अगर मैं उन्हें कह देती या तो handwritten दीजिए या तो आप word पे भी लिख के दे सकते हैं, जो भी students का comfort level होगा, teachers जो भी decide करना चाहते हैं, they can do that, and then they will give this to students. On the question text box, how teachers can put really questions with really complicated equations or vernacular languages is by pasting it from a different source, because this is an open question box and they will take text, whatever teachers paste it, it will be taking the text here. So let's move on to publishing this test now. We've created all our 5 questions and then we want it to be shown to students. मैं एक student के dashboard पे भी जाके I will just show you how a student can take a test very quickly. So I'll click on publish. Right. So before we move on to the students dashboard और हम देखते हैं how students get to see questions, किस तरीके के students are answering. Before we see that, let's have a look at all this date section here. What this does for teachers is that teachers of course decide a due date, but एक available date भी teachers decide कर सकते हैं, and where this can really come in handy is suppose एक teacher 4 या 5 classes ले रहे हैं और coming week में उनके बहुत सारे assignments हैं जो वो publish करना चाहते हैं and they're creating drafts of it. It's all a lot of hassle for the teacher to come back and click publish on each of these. So what the teacher can do is when she is creating any test, she can put a future date and time and click on publish. This will auto publish that test for a future date and time, whatever she has set. So this makes it very manageable for the teacher also. The auto publishing option. We'll come back to the students dashboard. हमने अभी test publish कर दिया है, so we'll just quickly attempt it as a student. So what you see abhi is a student's dashboard. Students also all the subjects that they are a part of in their class and section, everything will be listed down here for them to see. If you will see, the student has received a new notification. Both teachers and students get get active notifications as and when say they are getting new assignments, या उनका bulletin जो है जहाँ पे forum है students और teachers के बात करने के लिए, वहाँ पे कोई नया post है, so both teachers and students get proper notifications for that. These are also email enabled, so उनके email पे भी उन्हें notifications आते रहेंगे. So the first notifications is that Amina Rahim, who is my teacher, created a new assessment. If I click on it, I will be taken to the attempting screen. यहाँ पे as a student, I can see all important information. Teacher has given this total marks. This is the due date, and she has given only 10 minutes for this test. So I know मैं सिर्फ इन 10 मिनट में attempt कर सकती हूँ this test. If there are other important instructions, then also the teacher writes it. I'll click on start attempting, and we will start answering. 2-3 things I would want you to notice here. अगर आप notice करेंगे, जब हम as a teacher create कर रहे थे test, तो हम scroll कर करके questions बना रहे थे. हमारा first question एक free response question था. जब हम रोहित की screen पे देख रहे हैं, जो रोहित हमारा student है, the one who is attempting, he is only getting to see 1 question per page. और रोहित का first question हमारे first question से as a teacher बहुत different है. So these things, this jumbling of question and also showing only 1 question per page is a teacher decision again. So only teachers get to decide this. Apart from, of course, teachers also decide a time limit. So Rohit can see that only 9 minutes are remaining for him. He'll go ahead and quickly answer. ये हमारा हिंदी क्वेश्चन था. The teacher only wanted me to put a handwritten answer, so I'll attach a file. I'll just put a demo image here that has gotten attached. If I want to open it up and see कि मैंने सही image attach की है कि नहीं, so I can also zoom it. I can expand it and I can see this was the answer that I had put. So I'll move on to next question. And I can see this is also a file upload question. Draw and upload the image of a labeled flower. So I just put a demo image here again, and that has gotten attached. I can expand it and see as we did for the previous question. हम दूसरे question पे बढ़ते हैं. this is a multiple choice question. So I'll select the answer that I want and move on to the next. This is a free response question, as in I have to type it here. There is no word limit for students. It completely depends on teachers कितना word limit चाहते हैं या बच्चों के पास वक्त कितना बचा है. उसी हिसाब से students will be writing their answer. We are on our last question now, which is a true false question. I'll select this as the answer. The other thing teacher students can see is that whether or not they are attempting all questions. तो यहाँ पे एक ट्रैकर है स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जो उन्हें टिक मार्क के थ्रू बताता है if you've left a question or if you've attempted a question. आपने अगर आंसर लिख दिया है तो यहाँ पे टिक मार्क आ जाएगा. So students also get to know कि जल्दबाजी में they are not missing out on any questions. So let's go ahead and submit it. We'll just submit this test. So as Rohit, we have submitted the test now. हमारे पास अभी हमारे टेस्ट स्क्रीन पे हम सिर्फ देख सकते हैं हमने क्या आंसर लिखा था. Students cannot edit their answers now. They of course also cannot see their marks or anything. They can only see the answers they give, and that is it. Until the teacher opens up the marks for them, they cannot see anything, which brings us to going back to the teacher's dashboard. We have come back to the teacher's dashboard now. This was the test we created. The date screen is the last thing we saw. I'll come to this tab here, which is the results by student. हर assignment के अंदर teachers के लिए एक submission and results dashboard है जिससे वो students का answers check कर सकते हैं. They can also see student submission progress. So if I scroll down, you can see that यहाँ पे मेरे students का नाम है, उनका submission date है. अगर कोई student अभी attempt कर रहा होता तो उनके नाम के सामने in progress आता. क्योंकि इन स्टूडेंट्स ने खोला तक नहीं है ये असाइनमेंट, दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज शोइंग एज एम्प्टी फॉर मी. हर स्टूडेंट के नाम के आगे आई कैन आल्सो सी व्हाट इज देयर स्टेटस ऑफ grading and how much do I need to check and how much am I left with checking. टीचर्स के पास दो मोड्स होते हैं इवैल्यूएशन के, which is either you can check by student or you can check by question. What this means is by student अगर मैं check करती अपना mode of evaluation, so that would mean पहले मैं रोहित के सारे answers check करती, then I would have moved to Vikram's answers, then third student or fourth student मैं उनके सारे answers student by student check कर रही होती. By question what that means is कि I can go into question 1, सारे students का answers I can check for question 1, I can go to check question 2 and I can check answers, all of answers for question 2 for all students. This is a great tool for teachers to check long answers. If there is a question जिसके answers require a lot of attention to detail and they are very complicated and teachers require energy and time to check them, the efficient way to check such answers would be by question. So teachers can do that. So we'll go by student only because only Rohit has submitted his answers now. So we'll go into Rohit's answers. What we will do now for Rohit's answers is, first thing we will see where teachers give marks. Second thing, we will see what do auto evaluated questions look like. Third thing we will see is how teachers can give feedback to students. So I'll come to question 1. यहाँ पे you can see it is showing this answer has not been graded. So I also as a teacher keep getting to know if I have missed out on a question's grades. There's a grade box here जो empty है because I haven't given him any marks, and there is a feedback comment box जहाँ से मैं feedback दे सकती हूँ to my student. I'll come to my first question. Rohit has attached a handwritten answer, so I will expand it. I will go through Rohit's answers. Here I can just read through all his answers. If I want to download his answer, then I can also do that from here. So I'll just cross it. Maybe I want to give Rohit 25 marks. So I'll just type it here. And then maybe I think he deserves half a mark more. So I'll also I'll give him 25.5. I want to give him feedback also. So I just write इस तरीके से टीचर्स कैन गिव ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ फीडबैक टू स्टूडेंट्स. ये फीडबैक इस फॉर्मेट ऑफ टेस्ट में वन वे होगा, so that means the students will be able to see the feedback, they will not be able to reply to it. Just for this format हमारे जो बाकी sets of assignments है, जैसे homework या group project या discussion board, even offline submissions, वहाँ पे students and teachers can interact and chat about their feedback. So I'll move on to my second question, which is a free response question. Again, not graded, no feedback, and no marks given. So I can see, just zoom into here. This is the correct answer I had defined. मैं रोहित का answer पढ़ूंगी and then I'll decide I want to give him 20 marks or however much I decide. So it has been graded now. So I'll move to my third question. Here you can see that we have just now come to this question, but the grade box is filled. We didn't put answers here because this was a multiple choice question, meaning evaluated, which has resulted into the system itself giving Rohit full marks because he chose the correct answer. Then the next question is a file upload question again. यहाँ पे I'll go ahead and see this was Rohit's answer. I can also expand it if I want, and I'll give him some marks. If I wanted to give him feedback again, I could have done it the same way we did for the first question. The last one we are coming to is a true and false question. Again, the grade box is already filled. We don't need to give him marks here. Rohit checked on the wrong answer. True was supposed to be the correct one. He chose false. So he has gotten 0. So in this way, teachers can correct all categories of answers for the students. Now she has to go ahead and just give these marks to Rohit. So she will simply have to click on publish grades. And if we come to Rohit's dashboard, we will be able to see the feedback and the marks he has received by the teacher. He gets a notification again. Quickly, he has gotten a notification. And now in each question, he can see his marks. He can also see his feedback. So this is the feedback he has gotten. So ऐसे करके Rohit will go through all of his questions. He will see his feedback and also his marks. So these are things that teachers use to give marks to students, feedback as well, and this is how students get to see their feedback. Now, of course, in a term, Rohit बहुत सारे homework, बहुत सारे class tests, बहुत सारे exams लेगा, and he needs to see everything in one place all together. So for each course or subject, they will have a grades dashboard. The students, if he clicks on this, Rohit will get to see all his assignments, the marks he has received, and if he has received a feedback comment, a comment icon यहाँ पे रोहित को बताएगा कि for this test you received 2 feedback or 1 feedback, again 2. So Rohit knows, suppose बहुत high stake exam है in the coming week and Rohit just wants to go over his feedback to see that he understands what his teacher has been telling him and he doesn't repeat his mistakes. So he'll just come here to brush over all of his feedback. And he can also go through the correct, if you, I'll just go back. Here, this is, if I have to show you where does Rohit get to see the answer key for all of his tests, and I'll zoom in. This tick mark shows Rohit that not only was this his selected answer, but this was in fact the correct answer, of course. अगर कोई subjective answer का correct answer है, रोहित उसकी answer की इस format में दिखेगा. जैसे जब रोहित को marks मिल जाएंगे, he will be able to see the answer key. अगर the teacher decided that student को किसी specific date पे answer key दिखना चाहिए या किसी due date के बाद answer key दिखना चाहिए, so teachers are the ones who decide कि student को किस मौके पे answer key दिखेगा. So Rohit can go over his feedback, Rohit can go over the answer keys of all the tests he has taken, and then he can make sure he is revising in a very organized manner. We'll come back to the teacher's dashboard. अभी हमने students का grades कैसे दिखते हैं, we have seen that. There is a way to for teachers to also check their grades. For all of the multitude of assignments that the teacher has given, she also has a grades dashboard for each course. Here she will be able to see the overall performance of each student. अगर वो topic wise देखना चाहते हैं, then they can just scroll topic wise, they can see each student's performance. In the beginning of the demo, I talked about blended learning and how teachers can integrate offline assessments to on our platform. So for example, if a teacher has conducted a practical or a viva, किसी भी तरीके का ऑफलाइन टेस्ट जो नेसेसरली स्टूडेंट से ऑनलाइन सबमिशन नहीं डिमांड करता है, बट टीचर हैज टेकन दैट टेस्ट, she has written down her marks or she has just simply put them in a file. She can simply import that file, title उस टेस्ट का टाइटल देके, suppose it was practical, when was its due date, what was the total marks for it, all of that the teacher can just put these few details and then upload a file जिसमें student का नाम और उनके score किए गए marks होंगे. So this makes it easy for offline assessments to also be integrated onto the platform. If teachers want to export this view that you are seeing, जहाँ पे topic wise हर student के marks लिखे हैं और overall performance है, so teachers इसको भी in the format of a file export कर सकते हैं, so they will be able to see this if they want to take a print out of it, if they want to upload it somewhere else, or if they simply want to keep it for their reference, they can simply do it from here. So this is for the teachers dashboard. Now we have actually covered 2 modules till now. We have covered how teachers create a test and how students attempt it and how teachers grade a test. So I'll just go through all the points once. We will almost be like a recap for us. So I'll quickly go over the points before I move on to the other module. So I'll come here. Right. So for when we were conducting the test, these are some things that we saw. I will just. So first thing, we saw how teachers can create any test for either all of her students or just for selective students. All the categories of questions that teachers can actually put. If teachers can add images or files in their questions, मैंने एक example दिया था कि primary classes के लिए teachers can put images in all of their questions. अगर वो MCQ question बना रहे हैं तो MCQ के options में भी teachers images put कर सकते हैं to make sure that it's very interactive for students. So these are things that teachers can make use of. They can also define an answer key. They can also make sure that if उनके objective questions का category उन्होंने select किया है, then these are auto evaluated. We also saw in Rohit's case how Rohit automatically got marks for the objective kind of questions. So we'll move on. We saw how teachers can use extensive evaluation and grading tools to take care of all their grading needs. हमने रोहित को marks दिए, we gave him feedback. There was a holistic dashboard for teachers to manage their grades. हमने रोहित के end पे भी देखा where is Rohit seeing all his marks, all his feedback. We also saw how teachers can export the marks list of students and how they can, the other 2 things that teachers can do from their grades dashboard, if I move on to here, is that they can edit the categories of their assessments. So they can edit the categories. Suppose I want it to be holiday assignment, then I can go ahead and do it. I want to give it 30% of weightage in my whole course, then I can go ahead and do that also. So teachers decide their weightage in categories, and teachers will also be able to select the display of the grade, meaning अगर आपका administration rule है that students only get marks in percentage or they only get marks in letter grade, या simply marks obtained versus total marks. So these are things that teachers also will be deciding. We also saw how teachers can evaluate student wise and question wise and how they can give detailed feedback to each student. हमने रोहित के केस में ये भी देखा कि रोहित को उसके कमेंट्स किस तरीके से दिख रहे हैं. We also discussed कि this format of test feedback would be only one way, meaning teachers give comments, students get to see it, they get to see a repository of their feedback. जो दूसरे assignment modules हैं जैसे group assignments या discussion boards या classwork या homework, इसमें interaction of feedback would be 2 way. I will definitely make sure I explain this to you when we come to it. We are moving on to seeing these modules now. मैंने brief में I think मैं बोलते आई हूँ what all teachers can do apart from tests and exams. They can give group projects, classwork, holiday homework and discussion boards, even offline submission to students. So I will be showing you everything, but to just give you an example, suppose there is a holiday homework जिसमें students teachers ने कुछ 1-2 महीने का जब भी holiday homework होगा या even over the weekend कोई holiday है and teachers want to give students an assignment that write an essay on so and so या या मेक अ प्रेजेंटेशन अबाउट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, या आप एक वीडियो भी बना के दीजिए किसी कॉन्सेप्ट पे, विच डेफिनेटली कम्स रियली हैंडी इन एन ऑनलाइन लर्निंग सिनेरियो, जहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स अपने डिस्पोजल पे सारे टूल्स यूज करके लर्न करें. सो टीचर्स कैन गिव हॉलीडे होमवर्क जहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स अपनी फाइल्स भेज रहे हैं एंड टीचर्स आर गिविंग देम मार्क्स. Teachers can use discussion boards. Suppose classes में students and teachers have discussed a very critical chapter or a concept which is better learned अगर students एक आपस में बात करें, आपस में discuss करें. So teachers can open up discussion boards उस format के लिए. Teachers can also make sure that these discussion boards are one-on-one even. तो अगर कोई रिविजन है या डाउट क्लैरिफाइंग करना है टीचर्स को ऑन द प्लेटफॉर्म, स्टूडेंट्स को फाइल्स भेजनी है वो डाउट्स क्लैरिफाई करने के लिए, तो ये डिस्कशन बोर्ड वन ऑन वन भी हो सकते हैं. सो वील मूव ऑन टू सीइंग सम सैंपल्स ऑफ दीज असेसमेंट्स. आई हैव क्रिएटेड 4 एंड आई जस्ट शो एवरीथिंग टू यू वन बाय वन. So the first one we will see is how an offline assessment can be integrated on the platform. इसके लिए teachers just need to give initial information about that test or that assignment, meaning what is the title, what are the marks and what is the instruction for it. जैसे मैंने इसका title रखा है class work reflection on chapter 6, and the grades for this will be decided on your participation in class, meaning in the instructions I have told students it will be offline. I have just given marks for it. This doesn't require students to do anything online. They don't have to submit anything, but they will be getting their marks online as well as their feedback. So then how can I give marks to students here for this assignment is I'll see student names, whether I've given them marks or not, and I can see a grade box here जिसमें I can go ahead and give marks to students. एक एक करके I can also give feedback to students. अगर मैंने एक ऑलरेडी फाइल बना ली है उस ऑफलाइन टेस्ट की, शायद वो प्रैक्टिकल था या वाइवा था, किसी तरीके का ओरल टेस्ट था, then I can simply import that file here students के लिए, and I don't have to go one by one and give them grades. Then I can publish those offline grades online and make sure that students के लिए उनके सारे grades एक ही जगह पे हो with feedback. So I'll come to the second format. We have group projects here. Teachers are the one who decide what all students will be part of what group and what all instructions those groups will get. So we can see there are 2 groups here. Group 1 has 2 students and they have given some files here as submission. I can see when they have submitted it, if I have given them marks. Again, marks देना और feedback देना for teachers in a very easy manner throughout the platform is to simply come to the grade box and type some marks here and they will be able to see that. Or feedback the teachers can give to students here. If I expand this feedback, then I can see that there is a conversation going on the feedback as well. So I'll just minimize this. If teachers want to download the student files, suppose students, बहुत सारे students ने बहुत सारे files भेजे हैं, Word documents हैं, and there's images and videos as well, and teachers just wants to create a repository of all of these things. उनके real learning platform पे तो ये सारी चीजें रहेंगे ही, but they can also download these things from the platform to their local assistant. They can again import grades for this as well, so they are able to do that. We'll move on to the other format we have, which is a discussion board. I explained discussion board in just a brief manner, but I will just go through what the discussion board actually looks like. Satyanarayan ji, you are asking, is there any option for auto submit? For students, when they are submitting anything, they have to click on a submit button to give their submissions. There is no auto submit for them. I hope that answers.
Ma'am, due to suppose any reason time is completed. Hello.
Oh,
it's audible, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. Due to any reason, if student is not able to submit and time is completed, so is it going to submit automatically? No, it will be over.
राइट राइट, हाँ उस केस में अगर उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आप ऑटो सबमिशन बोल रहे हैं तो आई गिव एन एग्जांपल। व्हेन वी वर अटेम्प्टिंग और हमारे पास 10 मिनट्स बचे थे और हमने सिर्फ 4 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट किए हैं आउट ऑफ 5, तो जैसे ही हमारा टाइम अप होता है उन 4 क्वेश्चंस के साथ साथ हमारा एग्जाम सबमिट हो जाएगा। सो दैट इज ऑटो सबमिशन, इफ दैट इज व्हाट यू वर आस्किंग। उस केस में स्टूडेंट्स का जितना भी उन्होंने अटेम्प्ट किया है और अगर या तो टाइमर निकल गया है या तो ड्यू डेट निकल गया है, देयर इनकम्प्लीट सबमिशन is the one that teachers will get to see whether the students wanted to submit or not.
Okay, ma'am.
But
Another thing
जी
is there.
जी
So that means it is automatically submitted once the time is over.
हाँ राइट राइट
Another thing, what we are actually facing some problem.
जी
If due to network issue, some student is in the middle of the exam is disconnected from internet or something,
जी जी
and
जी
again he has re-log in. Then in that case, what? It is the 50%. Suppose he has attended. Again, he will giving the exam from the beginning or from the 50% it will start.
राइट। तो स्टूडेंट्स का टाइमर एक्टिवली चलता रहेगा। अगर वो गलती से उनका इंटरनेट वो लॉग इन करके दे स्टार्टेड अटेम्प्टिंग समथिंग और इंटरनेट कनेक्शन छूट जाता है एंड दे आर लॉग्ड आउट एंड दे कम बैक, तो उनका जो टाइमर है वो उतना मिनट्स माइनस करके ही टाइमर चलता रहेगा भले द स्टूडेंट इज देयर और नॉट। तो ये एक केस होता है बिकॉज दूसरे केसेस में भी हमें टाइमर को ऐसे रखना पड़ा बिकॉज sometimes if say students are say cheating from other sources and they have logged out or they have moved on to other portions of the on the platform, then उस केस में स्टूडेंट्स का टाइमर एक्टिवली चलता रहेगा। बट देर इज अ वे टू मेक श्योर दैट दी स्टूडेंट्स जिनके पास जेन्युइन रीजंस हैं टू री अटेम्प्ट अ टेस्ट, नेटवर्क इश्यूज अगर हो जाए तो उसके लिए यू कैन फॉर जस्ट वन स्टूडेंट री ओपन एन असाइनमेंट। तो आप उन स्टूडेंट्स को एक री सबमिशन का अटेम्प्ट दे सकते हैं, सिर्फ कुछ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को अगर उनके पास जेन्युइन रीजंस हैं इन केसेस में। तो सो दिस वे स्टूडेंट्स कैन मेक श्योर कि अगर नेटवर्क भी छूटता है उनका, इफ नेटवर्क इज नॉट सो स्ट्रॉन्ग, सो दे कैन अटेम्प्ट द असाइनमेंट अगेन।
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
जी सत्यनारायण जी, ओके।
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
sure. Right. So we will move on to other things now. I don't know when was it. Right. So we were at the discussion board format where teachers and students can teachers can make sure that groups of students are talking to one another, or that they are one-on-one discussion is also happening. If teachers want to supervise a group discussion, then they can do it from here. If they want to just have one-on-one discussion, then they can also do this from here. So these are some things that teachers can do. यहाँ पे जो आपके सामने है, this is a one-on-one discussion. Students and one student and the teacher are talking about something. तो यहाँ पे feedback भी one-on-one हो सकता है. यहाँ पे doubt clarification can also be one-on-one. So I will just open this one thing here. यहाँ पे this student has given us an audio clip to discuss. So I will just play it here. To simply inform the reader about a particular topic. In order for the reader to be convinced or adequately informed, the essay must include. So this audio recording feature through the platform itself is a great way अगर teachers चाहते हैं कोई oral test conduct करना या just to make sure कि a part of their course or something in the discussion is better communicated अगर वो audio form में recorded हो. So this is how teachers can actually make use of these discussion boards also. Next, last format that we are coming to is a file submission format. यहाँ पे I gave an example of holiday homework, how teachers can invite various files from students. So this format, this type of format can be used for file submission. So this is something that teachers can use for holiday homeworks या regular किसी भी तरीके का class work के लिए, या if there is a test which is only teachers only want to assess through a file submission, then they can go ahead and choose this. So for this, I can see that this was the question I have put, and this is my student submission. I will see for each student what is their submission, when have they submitted it, and I will give them marks. The same way we have been giving them marks and giving them feedback, we can do it from here. So we have now seen 4 different examples of how teachers can use our formats, but of course it's much more flexible for what teachers want to do. So I will come back to the presentation now. Next, I think we should discuss what are the security measures that teachers can take on the platform when to make sure that students have very little to no amount of chance to cheat with one another, and also even move out of their real learning platform to cheat. So we can see that there is a unique password, there's a time bound test, browser lock, question sequence, and randomization of questions to help curb cheating. So these are some things that are there on our platform. I will just show you where teachers actually get to see it, and I can explain one by one all of these features. So of course there's a timer. We've already seen in Rohit's case how the timer works. Question order randomization, if I do, then that would mean that agar mere kisi bhi test mein 10 questions hain, and then I move on to this and then I give it to students, then हर student को वो 10 questions अलग sequence में दिखेंगे, and it will be completely jumbled. If I randomize the answer order, that means that if I have multiple choice or multiple select questions और एक question में कुछ 6 options हैं, तो उन 6 options का sequence for each student will be different. Then there is the show one question per page. That simply means that हर स्टूडेंट को एक क्वेश्चन सिर्फ एक ही पेज पे दिखेगा. इफ यू रिमेंबर, रोहित वाज ओनली गेटिंग टू सी हिज वन क्वेश्चन इन वन स्क्रीन एट अ टाइम unless he clicked on next. And then we have a passcode that the teachers can put for students. Only with that password will students be able to attempt their test. So this is an access code that teachers can give to students. What we have upcoming in a few days is a browser lock feature. Browser lock simply means that if the student is on study.yourlearning.in and had clicked on start assessment and is attempting their test, then they cannot open up another tab online and then look for something. Their browser has completely been frozen and they're on real learning right now, and they cannot move out unless they submit their assignment. So this helps make sure that students are completely focused on their assignment. So imagine if students have a very limited time window, say 30 minutes, all their question answer orders are randomized, their answer is randomized, they're only seeing one question at a time, and their browser is frozen as in logged. So this makes sure that in that restricted time, students should only really focus on answering their own questions. And also the timer is actively running out, after which it will be submitted in an incomplete manner for the teacher to see. So these are some security measures that teachers can take. I'll come to revise these points. There are time bound tests, there are due dates that teachers can put, there is an access code, there is the browser lock to make sure that a student doesn't move on anywhere online. There is the randomization of question order, as well as the ability to only see one question at a time. The next thing we are moving on to, the feature I briefly mentioned this in the beginning, was how teachers can share course material with students and documents with students, which are important, and students can have a storage of this on their real learning platform. The other thing we will be discussing is the bulletin, which again also I mentioned, and how bulletin can be a great way for teachers and students to interact amongst one another, and also have a video conference if there is an online lecture the teacher wants to conduct, या कोई online review है जो teachers लेना चाहते हैं. So they will be able to do that from here. So there is the bulletin in that case. So I will come to the teacher screen to see where this can happen. First, we can discuss documents. So we're at the teacher's dashboard. So we can see here that for this teacher, she has uploaded a lot of documents here. There are images, there's a folder of documents, there's a PDF, there is, if she wants to put a video here or a link, then she can upload everything here, create a storage of it. Yahan se if teachers want selectively, okay, I want this PDF to be shared with my students, or I want this image to be shared with my students, then I can also select particular documents to be shared with students. This add button lets me do that from here. I can decide iska visibility kaisa hoga, whether it will be public or private, or it will have delayed release. So teachers can do that from here. They can also restrict download for students. अगर वो नहीं चाहते हैं कि students कुछ download करके they are sharing amongst other people who don't really need to see it. So they can also disable the download option from here. So this was for the documents tab. Now we're coming to the bulletin dashboard for the teachers and students, which is where students and teachers interact with one another. From here, what teachers and students can do is they can talk to one another in a regular posting from each other's dashboard, and they'll be able to talk. They can also share attachments from here. They can give files or documents or links to one another. Suppose there is something very interesting that the teacher saw online or the student saw online, then they will be able to share it with one another. अगर teacher और students audio record करके एक दूसरे से बात करना चाहते हैं, then that's too they can do from here. Teachers are the ones who can decide if a post that I wanted to do on my bulletin, will it be delayed, meaning I will post it today, but it will only be shown to students tomorrow. Then I can do that also. The conferencing feature here is really efficient for teachers to conduct online lectures if they want to. If I just take the example of YouTube Live here, then whenever teachers are posting a conference using any of the applications, they can use other applications as well. We have only integrated 3, but say Google Meet or anything else they want to use, then they can go ahead and do it. So teachers can write the title of that chapter here. They can choose which application they want. They can select whether that attendance will be graded or not. Then they can do this from here. What YouTube Live will do for teachers is that they conduct a stream. The stream would be live. YouTube, by the virtue of the application, right. So there are some queries on the chat. I will just go through them when I'm just in a few moments. We'll be done with the demo. So I will be looking at all of that. So right. Just to go over the conference feature again, teacher gives a title to the conference. वो select करते हैं कौन सा application they want. They also select whether the attendance will be graded or not. This is a great way to make sure that students are aware that their participation is required. Teachers can select this graded attendance option for students to know that they will be marked. So with YouTube Live, what really happens for teachers is that once they are done streaming something live and they end that stream, the recording of that YouTube clip will automatically appear on the bulletin for teachers and students to see, so they can keep revisiting that recording from here. Suppose a student can genuinely not attend a conference, then they will be able to see the recording of that conference from here. So this is just how the conference feature works. Just to in a brief, also what teachers get is a conference summary on their email after they have conducted any conference. Us conference summary mein teachers can see Rohit kitne seconds baad Rohit was able to join the conference, ya Vikram how late was he on to the conference. Teachers will be able to see that. So it's a great way to make sure students are accountable for their performance. Students know when which student attended, and also students can see the recordings for each of their conferences. There are features such as calendar and email notifications that help both teachers and students stay up to date with all the important information. You already saw on Rohit. Saiba ji, are you saying something? Hello? Mr. Saibal, are you saying something? Right. So as I was saying, both teachers and students get notifications on their dashboard. So they are up to date with all the important information. They can also enable email notifications if they want. There is a very useful calendar for both teachers and students to see. So like you already know what Rohit's notifications tab looked like. So this is where you can see all the notifications. If you're talking about teachers, also get to see a similar one. We'll also see a calendar and what it looks like for teachers and students. So this is the calendar view for teachers and students. Again, I'm seeing there are some chat messages. Definitely, Charu ma'am and I think Isha ma'am, I am going to answer all your questions. We are just finishing in a minute, so I am going to take up all your questions then. So for teachers and students, there is a calendar view here, so they will be able to see all of those things. Both teachers and students कोई academic event है या कोई due date है या कोई assignment deadline है, so they will be able to see all of this from here. The calendar notes everything automatically. अगर teacher कुछ create करेंगे उनकी class के लिए something important, so it gets added to the students dashboard. So for now, till now, what we have seen is how teachers can create assignments, how they can give various modules of assignments to students, how do they give grades to students, where teachers and students interact on their feedback, how do students get their grades and feedback comments, all of those things, and other features such as document sharing, conferences, as well as calendar and notifications we have seen on our platform. So now we are at the end of the demo. I will just take all the chat questions now. Right. So I'm just taking browser lock. So Charu ma'am, you are asking that a browser lock can be redundant if there is another device with the child. So definitely what Real Learning has made sure कि हमारे platform पे, if you're speaking independently, then we have made sure that with the platform, the students have very little to no amount to just make sure that they are wandering here and there. If they are using a different device, then of course that is something that is on the student and it's on their conscience. But with our platform, at least we have secured a lot of things. Moving on, there is Naveen ji, you're asking also everyone can unmute themselves because demo, we have come to the end of the demo. So agar aap verbally bhi koi question पूछना चाहते हैं, then you can ask me. Naveen ji, you're asking what is the amount of data that can be stored online in one account. It's unlimited. There is no limit to data storage. Sandeep ji, you're asking, is it possible to add other conference platforms? Sure, we can definitely, if you as an institute are going to use a conference method, then we can look into how we can integrate it. Otherwise, you can always put links for students to attend these conferences. Right, Isha ma'am, I have just answered the data storage question, that everything is stored on the Real Learning server, so it's unlimited. Arun ji, the offline submission, when we uploading the marks, it needed to write the name in alphabetical, or it's taken automatically? No, so it's taken automatically. You just have to write the student's name and their marks. So if that student is in your class, the marks get mapped to them. So okay, Sandeep ji, you're asking, is the student teacher, can they access it from mobile? Ji, both teachers and students have access to the platform through their mobiles. This is a web application, तो आपको एक updated browser चाहिए होगा, whether it is on your desktop या आपके mobile phone पे, and they can use it from their mobile phones as well. Is this software open source? Joydeep ji, can you just elaborate on your question a little bit? Anirban ji, you're asking, please reflect on the data storage from the students' perspective. Whatever students are storing or uploading from their phones or their desktops, everything that is on the platform is getting stored on our server. So students' ke local data say nothing is getting taken away. But
Hello,
if
madam.
they are if they're taking a test and they have to answer online, that network bandwidth that would be around 2 MB for students to attempt a test online. So it will be around that.
Hello, madam.
Ji, Joydeep ji, हाँ.
Actually, madam, which software you are using, that is real learning, is it open source software or we have to purchase this software?
Yeah, you will have to purchase the our usage of our platform. Mr. Prashant and Mr. Prashant will be able to take this question. I think this conversation he'll be able to take it forward with you.
Ma'am, hello.
Ji, Satyanarayan.
Hello.
एक second please.
Ma'am,
Joydeep ji, does that answer your question? Hello, Joydeep ji.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Just I'm asking that is this software is open source software or we have to purchase from internet?
It will have to be purchased.
Talk about the finances. Definitely, sir. This is Prashant. Shuvendu or myself will get in touch with you with regards to whatever finances are involved in this. We can take the step later after the session. One-on-one, please.
Ma'am, hello.
Ji, Satyanarayan ji, yeah.
So we are providing the options to the students to upload the answers by clicking the photograph or something. So is there any file size limit?
No, there is no file size limit. No.
Okay.
Ma'am, I want to ask one more question.
Ji.
Ma'am, is this is accessible only through browser, or for Android have you developed any specific app?
So the app is something that is that we are still thinking on. We'll update you in a little bit more time. What is the status for the app? But this is a web application, meaning ये सिर्फ browser पे चलेगा for now. So this URL that you are seeing, teachers and students have to come to this URL.
Okay, understood. Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am.
Ji.
In the chat box, one question is there that you can link with some other video conferencing apps also.
So I did answer it. I said, Ji. Hello.
Can you show the demo by linking with either Zoom or Meet?
So Zoom is something that is already on the platform, so that can be used. If I go to the
ma'am, better can you show it by using Meet? Google Meet.
So when it comes to integration, we don't have Meet's integration right now. But अगर आप Meet का कोई भी link यहाँ पे paste करेंगे on this bulletin here, students will click on this link and they'll be able to join it. Zoom की जहाँ तक बात कर रहे हैं हम, so Zoom का you are seeing this option here. Whenever teachers and students log in and they click on enable Zoom और वो अपना account link करेंगे Zoom से, then they'll be able to conduct conferences from the Zoom platform from here itself. बट अगर मीट या कोई और आप यूज कर रहे हैं जो यहाँ पे फिलहाल बैकएंड से इंटीग्रेटेड नहीं है, then you can put the links here for students to join.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am, though in school levels, Bengali, Hindi, Sanskrit, all subjects are there and mathematical equations are there. Can you show that how can you copy that by language and all this in Hindi, Bengali, Sanskrit?
Right. So let me just show that here. I'll come.
Other questions there is no problem, directly copy paste, but there is the problem for the Hindi, Bengali, Sanskrit and mathematical equations, chemical equations and all these things.
Yes, it was my question also.
Right. So I can just show you. I have just saved some equations as well as a Hindi text here. So I'll just show you how this can be put in. It will have to be copy pasted. अगर आपके पास document या कोई image है with these question text, तो आप सिर्फ वो image भी डाल सकते हैं. Not necessarily that you will have to copy paste it from somewhere. So let me just show you where this can be sent.
Ma'am, we can put the images. There is no problem. I am asking, can it be, suppose in Word document the Hindi font is there, can we directly copy or some other extra something is required for
No,
this?
you can copy it. Like I will just copy this. Even if you had this in a Word document, you will simply be able to paste
it. Oh, okay.
Madam, no third party app or nothing is required.
No, nothing is required. जैसा है text, if it's pastable, then you just have to copy it and it will appear on your question box.
क्योंकि वो subscript, superscript और integration सारा आ जाएंगे इसमें.
Right. And if you feel like if it will be much easier for you to show that question through the image or the document, then you can simply attach that document or image here. क्योंकि कभी कभार even I know Google पे जो sources होते हैं they are logged and you can't copy it sometimes, then आप simply उनका image या उनका document download करके वो document attach कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे.
Thank you.
अच्छा मैम, अच्छा मैम, एक क्वेश्चन है कि हिंदी में क्या, कि हिंदी में बहुत सारे फॉन्ट होता है, ठीक है, अलग अलग फॉन्ट है,
जी
तो
जी।
क्या ये सभी फॉन्ट सपोर्ट करेंगे?
द फॉन्ट इज जो फॉन्ट साइज है वो स्टैंडर्ड है थ्रू आउट द प्लेटफॉर्म। तो फॉन्ट और फॉन्ट साइज इज समथिंग दैट इज स्टैंडर्ड। वो आप कुछ भी यहाँ पे करेंगे सो इट विल गेट कन्वर्टेड टू दिस फॉन्ट साइज, बिकॉज हमें मोबाइल ओरिएंटेशन और डेस्कटॉप ओरिएंटेशन जो साइजेस होते हैं स्क्रीन के, वी हैव टू मेक श्योर ऑल ऑफ
नहीं
दैट। हाँ जी।
नहीं मैम, हिंदी जैसे कि हिंदी में मंगल है, उसके बाद पूर्ति देव है, उसके बाद अलग अलग जो ये फॉन्ट है हिंदी टाइपिंग का, तो क्या सभी मंगल देव, पूर्ति देव ये सभी सपोर्ट करेंगे, या फिर मतलब पर्टिकुलर कोई सॉफ्टवेयर ही सपोर्ट करेंगे हिंदी का?
सो एक्चुअली मुझे हिंदी फॉन्ट्स का सॉरी उतना नॉलेज नहीं है, बट देन आप जिस तरीके से कॉपी पेस्ट करेंगे उस तरीके से यहाँ पे दिखना चाहिए। बट अगेन आई एम सेइंग कि ये एक स्टैंडर्ड स्क्रिप्ट में कन्वर्ट कर देता है चीजों को, एज इन द फॉन्ट रिमेन्स, द स्टाइल ऑफ द स्क्रिप्ट रिमेन्स द सेम थ्रू आउट द प्लेटफॉर्म।
ओके
जी
Ma'am, hello.
जी सत्यनारायण।
Ma'am, how can you add the students here? Suppose our school having 5,000 students. So then what is the process for adding the students here in
राइट।
class
सो
wise?
जी, जब आपका स्कूल व्हेन यू आर ऑनबोर्डेड विद अस, तब हम एक हमारा एक डेटा फॉर्मेट होता है जो स्टूडेंट्स का और कोर्सेज का इंफॉर्मेशन का एक शीट होता है, जिसमें यू विल हैव टू पुट स्टूडेंट्स इंफॉर्मेशन, और जो whoever इज द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर फॉर दैट इंस्टीट्यूट, आपको सिर्फ वो डेटा शीट अपलोड करना रहेगा, उससे स्टूडेंट्स का अकाउंट्स बनता है, एंड देन द स्टूडेंट्स गेट एडेड।
अच्छा,
जी
okay, then after
Okay, ma'am.
after
Means
we
after
yes sir, Navishan, please.
okay, ma'am. Means after we will be linked with you, then you will give that what how to create the database and how to import the students.
जी जी जी, yes we will be, yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank you.
Miss Amina.
जी चारू जी, yeah.
First of all, I really want to applaud you for such wonderful session that you have taken for us. Now,
Thank
my
you.
question is that like we have video conferences, like you said, we can also have a webinar through your platform.
जी
Can I do a live streaming of this connected through my Facebook page so that more people see? Right now, like suppose I do a webinar where 200 students are there, only 6 people are there in that. So if I want to do a bigger outreach and
okay.
stream it on Facebook or YouTube, is it possible?
So right, so for YouTube streaming we already have YouTube Live integrated here. अगर आप Facebook का live का information share करना है students के साथ, आप वो करना चाहते हैं, and you want to invite them on your Facebook Live, then whatever invite method is for Facebook, you can just simply paste it here, whether it is a link or it is something else, some other access. Then आप सिर्फ invite का link यहाँ पे paste कर दीजिए, and students will be able to come on to this. Suppose आपके दो different classes हैं और उन दोनों classes के बच्चों को आप same stream पे बुलाना चाहते हैं, so you just go on to their each of the bulletins for these courses, and then you paste the invite link, and they will be simply directed to your Facebook Live. YouTube Live की जहाँ से बात है, आपको सिर्फ यहाँ पे YouTube Live पे क्लिक करना है, YouTube Live का लिंक यहाँ पे पेस्ट करना है. Students will be able to join from their real learning dashboards itself. आप जहाँ जिस भी एप्लीकेशन का इनवाइट पोस्ट कर रहे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स आर गेटिंग ऑन देयर रियल लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म ओनली. यहाँ पे ही लॉग इन करके आइदर दे विल गेट नोटिफिकेशंस ऑन देयर ईमेल, या अपने यहाँ पे दैट देयर स्टूडेंट देयर टीचर स्टार्टेड अ कॉन्फ्रेंस. जो भी लिंक आपने डाला होगा, जिस भी तरीके का इनवाइट यू वुड हैव पुट, स्टूडेंट्स विल बी एबल टू जॉइन इट फ्रॉम हियर. यू कैन यूज एनी एप्लीकेशन. YouTube Live हमने यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेट किया हुआ है, बट अगर आप Facebook यूज करना चाहते हैं, then you will just have to post its invite information here.
Sorry, just one more question. Like recently we did one webinar with the parents, and there were 4,000 views to that.
Okay.
And how it happened? We joined through Zoom. So we were 6 of us on the Zoom platform. And rest all, because we had sent a Facebook link to all. We had made a poster and सबको बता दिया था कि Facebook पे you can join us at this particular time. So that's why so many people could view us live. So are you saying here I go to enable Zoom, and then on the share and update or ask a question, here you say that here I have to put my Facebook ka link.
Like,
And then I can share it with people that now, then it will be fine. Anyone can watch us, is it?
Right. The thing is, Facebook में अगर आप बस यही एक प्रॉब्लम होगा कि when you are conducting something that open, then आप शायद participants restrict नहीं कर पाएंगे when it's an open invite.
I don't want to restrict the participants because
I mean,
I just want people to
right.
Ma'am,
people to get the benefit of what we are sharing. Like if I'm doing some yoga thing, like now we are going to have on 21st June, it's an International Yoga Day, and I wish to conduct a yoga session maybe for as many people who wish to see. So is it possible through your platform?
So that is not restricted to your students, that thing that you will be conducting, but you want your students to be a part of it?
Maybe we can have a one-on-one chat later on after this finishes, or someone from your group can talk to me.
Yeah, sure. Maybe Prashant ji can get in touch with you. अगर आपके पास
we'll make sure that you get all your fees clear.
Thank you, Prashant. I will wait for you.
And Charu ma'am, if you want to get in touch with me, then I have written my email here. I'll also put it on the Zoom chat. So if you want to get in touch with me, then you can do that as well.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Ma'am, can I ask one or two questions if they are related to exam actually?
Yes, Satyanarayan ji, boliye.
Okay. So one thing, though, how many students can at a time give the exam? How many responses we can expect? Something maybe in our school 5,000 students. So I am actually talking about the real time scenario. Maybe our total zone exam at a time going on. So maybe 5,000 students are giving at a time exam. So is it possible to control all the 5,000 students examination at a time?
Right. So each student will be submitting from their account only. So whenever they are submitting, their submission will reach to you as a teacher. So ऐसे कोई restriction नहीं है that in the span of say 1 hour or half an hour only these many students can submit. So there is no restriction such as that. Students जैसे आपको submission भेज रहे होंगे, you will receive it. जी.
Another thing, ma'am. Suppose I prepared one question and that question I want to the other school, then how can I share?
Can you please repeat yourself? आपका आवाज थोड़ा कट गया.
Okay, suppose ma'am, actually I am from DAV Durgapur, so I want to share the same question whatever I prepared, mathematics question I prepared. I want to share the question with DAV Raniganj. So both having different accounts. So how can we share the question paper?
अच्छा, नहीं एक्चुअली ये जो आप ये वाला जो अकाउंट बनाएंगे उसमें सिर्फ एक स्कूल से ही आप मैप हो पाएंगे. अगर आपने इफ यू वांट टू यहाँ से यू मे बी
both of us, ma'am. Suppose both of us, DAV Raniganj and DAV Durgapur, both of us are there in the real learning app, real learning website. Both are registered. So is it possible to share the same question paper between us, or we need to both school having prepared their own question paper?
Right. So uska flow, actually let me get back to you on what the flow for that should be. इसका जो मैं आपको demonstrate कर रही थी वो एक specific school के लिए ही है. आप कैसे अपना course material share कर सकते हैं, कैसे करना चाहेंगे, that is something I can answer for you.
Actually ma'am, it is a total West Bengal zone, so generally conducting the questions at a in zone at a time. The question paper and everything will be shared among us. So is it the question paper is shared, or we need to, every school has to prepare their own question paper? That is actually my question. Actually, maybe you are whatever you are telling, I know this one. So because you are telling if my school is registered, then we will get this thing.
Right.
So if two schools are registered in your same platform, so same. But is it possible to share the question among both of us? Both the schools were there in the real learning platform.
So for that, Mr. Satyanarayan, I'll have to just talk to my team and see how it can happen. How can two different schools on the platform share question papers, and what can be the permission boundaries for that, and how you would also want to see. So that is something that maybe Prashantji or maybe I can get back to you about this. Thank you for your question.
Mahapatra, you should ask whether 20 schools, if we 20 schools under West Bengal zone, we register. can there be a common question paper to be
Ma'am,
shared?
that only I asked right now only. I asked just giving one example. Maybe 20 schools are registered in real learning app. And if I prepare the question paper, is it possible to share among all the 20? Only exam, ma'am, I am asking. Because we are generally taking the common exams.
We'll definitely know about this. And we'll get back to you on this.
Okay.
Sure. Anirban ji, you're asking, can the students put their responses in any other languages except English? So Anirban ji, if their keyboard is equipped to support other languages और वो type करके कोई answer देना चाहते हैं through that free response box, then the system supports languages. But अगर कुछ students don't have that keyboard, then what they can do is या तो they can just simply write a document in that, but of course if that keyboard is not supporting it, then that won't happen. So that is why we have the file upload option. जो handwritten answer students in vernacular languages या mathematical problems हैं जिसमें शायद keyboard हमेशा support ना कर पाए, so in those answers students can give responses through file upload and handwritten answers. So that is something that students can do to make sure that they are answering such answers in that format.
Ma'am, I got a question, please.
Sure.
I'm Prabuddha Ghosh.
Ji, Prabuddha ji.
My question is, suppose a school is managing things with WhatsApp groups, Google Meet and Google Forms, right? Which are all free of cost, okay? So which are the features will you claim that can substitute this free app for software?
First of all, I would say that these three are again a bit maybe not always connected, so they are disjointed and their usage is happening on in different ways. So, and also WhatsApp, it is not very efficient when I would say it would come to handling academic activities. Of course, Google Forms is something that is helping teachers, so I would give it to them that they really
because see what Satyanarayan Mahapatra said.
Yes.
Google Form doesn't have this boundary. Whether you are registered or not, the creator can share the link with all the schools. But in your case, suppose if the school is not registered, can there be an issue for sharing the question paper with the other schools which are not registered?
That will be an issue. I mean, you can share things, but then you cannot conduct your assignments or classes on the platform. I mean, if you want to download something and maybe share it with other schools, then that is, I think, the administration's discretion if they want to share materials. So they can go ahead and do that, but they will not be able to conduct anything or take advantage of other features of the real learning platform if they are not registered.
Ma'am, you have really made everything so clear, but which will you claim to be your signature element in your software?
Signature element. So I would definitely say that everything is something that we made keeping in mind the need of teachers and students. So in that sense, for me, everything is signature, but definitely how easily teachers can create assessments and the user friendliness and the video conferences features mixed together for teachers and students are something that takes the cake when it comes to making sure that yes, their offline assessments are integrated, but everything that is related to online learning is also taken care of. I hope that
thank you so much.
Your question, yes. Sure.
Ma'am, one thing I would like to ask. One thing, ma'am. Ma'am, most of the features what you have shown to us is almost available in Google Classroom also, with few here and there.
Okay.
So, Google Classroom is completely free, where we can use the assignments and we can do the assignments also, the classroom activities, the group activities. So what are the extra features as Prabuddha sir has asked, that can we go for Google Classroom, or what are the advantage of your software? Because one
Naveen
thing
sir,
that you have...
Naveen sir, it is in Microsoft Team also.
Yes, it is in Microsoft Team also. But ma'am, one thing again, till now what I have felt is that at present, the scenario you have said that it is a web-based application. But nowadays, considering the situation of the parents and all, every parent doesn't have a laptop or a desktop at his home. But every parents do have a smartphone in their pocket. So if, as we have discussed that the app is under development also.
Yeah.
So if it happens, the app part also, that will be very much familiar, but
Right.
good for
So
us and for the parents.
surely, so app is something that is definitely in our pipeline, and we will keep updating you. But we've also made sure that we make this usable through phones as well for students and both for teachers. जो आपके सामने सारे features हैं वो mobile phone से भी इतने easily usable हैं जो मेरे desktop पे आपको दिखा. So we've kept that scenario in mind also for teachers and students, and how easy it can be for students to attach files when it comes to taking something, attempting something from their phones. So that is something we have kept in mind. Even though the application is in development, it might take a few weeks, even more, for its development. This is something that you're seeing in front of right now is a fully finished product.
Ma'am, I have one question.
I hope that answers.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I have one question, ma'am. Ma'am, you have said over here about the video conference facility that your app browser is giving us. So I just wanted to know, through that video conference that you are saying, can it be a way of conducting the online classes as we are doing in the Google Meet? If yes, ma'am, then how many number of students at a time we can take in that, ma'am, in the video conference?
So you are asking the participation limit for each of these?
Yes, ma'am. Video conference.
So, ma'am, the participation limit depends on the application itself and also आपका account का type क्या है for each of these applications. We have integrated them to make sure that you have everything accessible from your bulletin, and also that students don't have the ability to share their links with someone else. अगर आप as a teacher platform से कोई conference start करेंगे तो, but the way to use this is from your accounts or in these platforms. So अगर YouTube Live जो है it doesn't really have a participant limit, तो आप YouTube Live use कर सकते हैं if you want to have a lot of this is for YouTube Live. You only need your streaming channel activated, which is again free of cost. So that is something you can do through YouTube Live, but interaction would be one way, which means that please just give me a second. Right, so interaction would be one way on YouTube Live. आपका वीडियो दिखेगा, स्टूडेंट्स आपको सिर्फ देख पाएंगे एंड बाद में रिकॉर्डिंग एक्सेस कर पाएंगे. Zoom का पार्टिसिपेंट लिमिट डिपेंड्स ऑन आपका Zoom का अकाउंट का टाइप. जैसे फ्री अकाउंट जो है उसमें इट्स अराउंड अंडर 100 पार्टिसिपेंट्स, बट यू कैन अपग्रेड टू से 200-250 पार्टिसिपेंट्स, और आई थिंक इवन अनलिमिटेड वन. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द प्लान यू टेक. तो अगर आप YouTube का पेड अकाउंट है आपका तो आपको पार्टिसिपेंट्स ज्यादा उस हिसाब से मिलेंगे, बट इट कंप्लीटली डिपेंड्स ऑन द एप्लीकेशन that you are using.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Other questions?
Madam, one question from my side. You have seen that this required some basic training, I think, because all the teachers who are there are not so much tech savvy. Sure. So as the situation demand, we teachers are trying, or most of us are trying to update ourselves, and whatever you have shown in your software that where to go and all these things. So whether after accepting your terms and norms, you people are going to conduct any training for the teacher part also?
Oh, yeah, thank you for your question, Mr. Rahman. We do make sure that ample support is given to teachers and students. First, we have a support team. We have a support email that teachers and students always come to us with their email queries, and we solve it for them. But support की जहाँ तक बात है, we give user manuals to teachers and students both, with a very detailed user manuals जिसमें step by step सब कुछ बताया गया है. If you want, say, Zoom sessions like this for teachers to understand the platform, then हम teachers के लिए training sessions भी conduct करवा सकते हैं for them to use to understand how to use the platform the way I showed you. For teachers, we can also schedule and conduct these in a much more detailed format. So all that support is given from our side to our users. Yeah.
I'd like to thank you, ma'am, for your excellent clarification. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Prabhuda. Thank you. Mr. Rahman, I hope that answers your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Very much, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Arun ji, you were saying.
Ma'am, I am from Balurghat, Devi Balurghat. Ma'am, it is easy for the students from class 7, 8 onwards. But the students of class 3, 4, 5, they will face a lot of problem with this software. Because a lot of options are there. Even the parents also not so high tech that they can use it so easily.
Right.
Apart from teachers, we have to think about the parent and students also.
No, definitely. I think that's a genuine concern, and we do make sure that people with different abilities of using tech get ample support from us. So what we give to students is also very detailed manuals that both parents and teachers can keep referring to that manual and using the platform. But if you think that it will be better if students understand through recorded videos, जो tutorial videos होते हैं for our platform, if someone is in need of that, then we can also send them that support material, whatever is much more usable for them. But what we have definitely is a support email that everyone gets in touch with us. We have a user manual, very detailed, that we get to our users. We give trainings to teachers, and in the beginning it would be that teachers might require to give some support to students. We will make sure that teachers also understand how the students end work. Both teachers and students will have support from our end in terms of, say, conducting sessions or giving them tutorials and also detailed user manuals.
Yes, ma'am. Because school is in lockdown period, so parent even cannot approach school also. So they can take help from only by calling. This is a big problem. If the school is open, then we can easily have a session and we can make them understand how to use it. But as it is in lockdown period and school is not open, it is very difficult for them to understand all these things. So your tutorial will be helpful.
Sure. So we'll keep that in mind, Mr. Arun, definitely.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, thank you once again. Thank you.
Sure, of course. Thank you, Mr. Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Prashant,
I think
anything you would like to add here? Subhendu ji, agar anything?
The people are participants, I believe, were done with questions. And in any case, we thank everybody for joining us. And for any query or concerns, definitely they can get back to me, Shivendu, or the email ID that you have shared. So, Amina, we can call it a day. Okay. For questions.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much for being throughout the presentation. We will be sharing this recording with you. I'll also share the presentation with you. And
correct.
Yes, thank you. And you can also send your questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. We'll conclude it here. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
you very much, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.